Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dollar shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with rulers by lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows.
Good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts right here on the Piper Academy Network, Sunday through Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There we go. Yeah, right here on the Piper Academy Network. Thank you for being here. I am Lunar Beaches Crypto, and everything is effed. Oh man, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Bitcoin took back most of the gains from yesterday, today, even after a slightly better than forecast CPI. However, Piper broke it down in the morning market report during the morning market report show today about how the CPI year over year still went up. And that's not good. It's not good. But that's okay. There's still other things to be concerned about too. And that is why this is Bitcoin's biggest test yet. This economy, this global trade war, and the ramifications of it, the consequences, will be Bitcoin's biggest test to date. Now, I want to read something to you guys, and this is I'm just kind of explain how things work. It's like a domino effect, okay? So, what do the tariffs do? What happens with tariffs? The cost of imports rise. When the cost of imports rise, corporate profits shrink. When profits shrink, earnings forecast gets slashed. Forecasts drop, investor sentiment dies. When sentiment dies, people sell fast. And that is how you get a market-wide dump. And that is something to prepare for when we get earnings reports coming up. It's probably not going to look good. And the market is very, very reactionary right now. So, but there you go. But companies are raising prices on things that aren't even in the tariffs. Process that. How big of a margin are they raising it? Are you trying to suggest that companies are gouging Piper? Are they price gouging? Because that would be illegal in like 32 states. Price gouging is illegal in like 32 states. All right, before we go to the charts, let's go ahead and bring up the beautiful Madhouse. We got the Mad Degens in the house. What's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Let's say good evening. Good evening, Alexandra GGG. What's going on? Good evening. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here and putting that Discord link, pinning that in the chat. Make sure you guys go and check that out. Click join. Why can't you see my cursor? Click join and join the Discord. $5 membership will get you a lot of access. Will get you access to a lot of cool stuff. Cool subscriptions. Access to cool subscriptions that you need to have in your life. Joel Vasquez, gang. Otter gang. What's going on? OG, hope you are doing well, my friend. Army Piper in the house. Good evening. Florence. Good evening, Florence. Hobby. Hi, Hobby. Is it Hobby or Hobie? Because I didn't know that Dobby from Harry Potter was Dobby all along until the movies. In line with tariffs, yes, they are. Gouging. Oh, yay. Yay, I'm in the madhouse. Yeah, let's go. We're in the madhouse because, well, people think we're mad, Piper. People think we're mad. Not angry, but crazy. Because we're just dirty, grimy, nasty bears. At least, short term. Midterm, we'll see if it turns into a secular bear market or not, which is a multi-year bear market, which, I saw it coming after this cycle anyway, after this bull cycle. It might be coming a little faster than I had anticipated. I've been called worse. Haven't we all? Can I pet that dog? Hey, can I pet that dog? Can I pet that chart? Can I pet that dog? Let's get to the charts. Oh, what is that? What is that? Markets are in extreme fear. We're creating lower highs and lower lows. We're falling off a cliff. The bond spread is widening. Everything looks bad. That means the bottom is in, right? That means the bottom is in. Right? You would hope so. You would hope so. But zoom in on out. Let's go ahead and zoom it on out. All right. So we do have this downwards trend on the Bitcoin chart. It's actually kind of a channel in here. Definitely channeling something. And it might not be something good. Where is my channel? There it is. Jeez. Channel. Oh, look at that. Actually have not slapped a parallel channel on this yet, so there you go. A lot of people are going to say this is a giant bull flag. Maybe it could turn into that, but we would have to get above this high. I've been saying this for days now. It feels like I'm just repeating myself. Got to get above these highs, get the OC retest, and then launch to the upside. That's what's got to happen, whether it's now or later. If we get another dip, we still got to break the high, come back down, retest, and continue to the upside. That's what's got to happen. We've got to break that downwards trend before we can get bullish again. For now, it is the trend is your friend until the very end. And right now, the trend is down. Shout out to Alex O Crypto. Wait, what? Here soon, $5 membership will get you access to way too much. Announcement coming soon. This message is Alexandra G approved. Oh. There you go. There you go. I don't mean to ignore a message. I did look right over it though. But yeah, coming as you can see, I mean, just massive resistance to the upside. Now, we did get a nice bullish engulfing candle. We did not take it all back. We did not take back the whole candle, unlike the Bitcoin reserve pump, where we did take back the most of the candle. That's pretty bearish. But instead, we got the big bullish candle, and then a pullback, rebalance, and we'll just have to see if this can hold or not. Now, my problem is you know me, I love equal highs and equal lows. Why? Because equal highs and equal lows love to get taken out. These are relatively equal, meaning they're very close to being equal, that they might as well be equal. Equal highs and equal lows love to be taken out, whether now or later. I think these lows will get taken. I do want to pull up weekly, or not the weekly, but let's put it on. Let's go to the monthly VWAP. So we're sitting below the monthly VWAP right now. VWAP. Volume weighted average price. So this is where the most volume has occurred, as weighted by the price. Volume is weighted. Where's the most volume for the month? It has been right here, essentially. Quarter. Of course, we just started a new quarter. You can see we were trending down the previous quarter, and now the quarterly VWAP is holding us down. Got to get through that. The yearly VWAPs actually rest above us. So that could be a point that we could get up to, and it does look like it's trying to flatten out a little bit in here, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Would not hold my breath. But that could be a point from which we can either take a long to or short from. One of the two. I'll just be watching. I'll be watching the yearly VWAP, which has been trending to the downside. So it's not good. That shows. Wait, it's the VWAP. Wap. I love now and laters. What are y'all talking about right now? I was just playing. It will be a big deal. Just got to figure out the transition of it. Huh. I'm interested. You want to talk to the team about it, Piper? Maybe you have and I just missed it. I don't know. I'm so busy, guys. I don't think y'all understand my my personal life. It's the madhouse is my house. Okay? Just understand. All right? The madhouse is my house. Coming down to the 15-minute, taking a look here at the, let's get rid of the drawings. Taking a look at the weekly VWAP. We did get a pop above it. I came back down, tested it for support, and have since held the weekly VWAP. So that means we could see some more upside, but we've got to be very cautious of this area above us from which we broke down from. Now, yesterday, I was looking at, is it the 4-hour? Yeah, I was looking at this 4-hour fair value gap that we came into. I wanted that to hold. We also had the breaker block over here. That did not hold. Now, if I took the actual biggest upwards candle, yeah, it held, but That's not what I did because I don't like this. This is scammy. Very scammy price action. Indeed, yes. This is actually looking kind of short-term bullish, to be honest, to me. Getting a nice bounce off of the weekly. See what levels we have above us. We can take a look, turn on our spaceman. We can see we do have that previous week midpoint, previous week high. We already took out the previous week low. That's not insignificant as far as your short-term trading goes. I mean, yeah, this isn't looking too terrible. You definitely see some more upside, but the question will be, and still remains, is, yeah, we might get a bounce, but will a cat, will we be burying a cat after the bounce? One way to put it, right? Will we be burying a cat? Because why? Because it would be a dead cat bounce. So that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid, not really afraid, but just something that I want everybody to be, aware of, cognizant of, that we could get a bounce and we could be looking super bullish, right? But then it could just roll on over. The main thing is going to be, can it get through the retracement levels, particularly that 786? If it can get through the 786, then the likelihood of new highs becomes much more prominent. It increases. However, we've got a little problem over here in our bond market where our 2 and 10 year, sorry about your eyes, where our 2 and 10 year spread is at 63 points. Now, just like an hour ago, it was at 66, 65. The high for the day was 66. So, but we look at this and we click on all time, we can see, let's just go back to where's the COVID crash? This was already a steep, I don't know if we actually got inverted here. It doesn't look like we got inverted. We got inverted here. This was 2006, and then we pushed up. We got above that 50, which is the one that we're always watching, is that 50 level, because that is pretty much is always called a recession, okay? So I can't get this thing to get on 50 to save my life. Hello? There's 49. There's 49, 55, 49. So it's right about in here. So you can see we're at 63 right now. This is the .com bubble and crash where the yield spread got massive. I mean, you're looking at almost 2.5 points. Kind of ridiculous. 250 points. I don't know how you would consider that, but 2.48 point difference. 2.81 during the 2008 housing crisis, the great financial crisis. So this is a massively steep yield inversion and then a massive push to give us that widened spread. Now, I heard through the grapevine that a lot of money institutions, banks, hedge funds, they're worried because they see the liquidity drying up. And that is why every bounce should be, you should be skeptical of every bounce that we get. Unless things really start to get impulsive, meaning quick and energetic, and not big steep crashes like this. Because that's the thing about bear markets. I don't know if you've been through one before, but you typically get a move up as you're coming down, you know, as you're bearish, and then you move down. You get a big move up, and then you roll over. You get a big move up, and then you roll over. You get a big move up, and then you roll over. Sometimes it's not even a big move. Sometimes it's a little move, and you just continue to roll over and roll over and roll over and die. It's basically how it goes. And it's just all the way down. Hopium. I have a few of those. I have a few hopiums. Pew pew, what's going on, lasers? How you doing? We are in steep-ish, says Army Piper. Yeah, pretty steep. Pretty steep-ish. It's kind of steepish. The bad part about pumps is it gives people with regret a chance to get out. If it just kept dumping, they would just suck it up. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. True. Shout out to Alexandra G for the $9.99 super sticker. Wrecked. I didn't even know you could get that kind of sticker, but that's awesome. That's great. I want to zoom out to the weekly. I'm on the wrong chart for this. Not enough history. Pew pew. We are still holding the primary trend, and we are underneath the secondary trend, and we are bearishly backtesting that secondary trend. So not really hopium on that one, but the primary trend is still holding, so that's all right, I guess. Not the one. Not the one. Which one of you? Why do I have... Okay. Oh, because I was playing with it. I was messing around with it. 52. What is it, guys? 52 week. Why is it not coming up? Did you die? Oh, I'll put it on 52 weeks. 1 week. There we go. 52 week SMA is holding up. Oh, ish, a wrecked sticker. Yeah. 52 week is holding up, and that is good, because as long as we are above the 52 week, we are typically bullish, and as whenever we're below it, we are bearish. So we are still above it on the weekly chart. Have not closed a weekly candle below it in quite some time, since February of 2023. I think it was actually March. Yep, March of 2023. First week of March was the last time we had a candle close below the 52-week SMA. And we are dancing on it now. Let's bring up the Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. Shout out to Chart Prime. Link in the description down below. Get 45% off your first month. You get the sweet indicators, but you also get the Discord. I don't know if that's free or not, but you get the Discord, and you also get trading classes with the OC guy, our very own OC guy, and Alexo Crypto. Once a day, Monday through Friday, well, for an hour. So check that out. I think sometimes they even do other ones. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I'm a busy man. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I could totally see this turning into a reversal bottom in here, but the problem is that is all the macro stuff that's going on. Now we are bottoming out a little bit here on the weekly trend trend ribbon here. But this is why, you know, I titled. It took me forever to come up with the title for tonight's show, but it's kind of like this is Bitcoin's biggest test yet, with the tariffs, with the with everything that's going on, with just the economy, just the markets, the bonds, the spread. You know, these market conditions are the worst. Bitcoin has never seen these kinds of market conditions ever. So, and Piper expresses this all the time, and I think he even tweeted about it today, or excremented it. I'm not sure what you call it, but we do have the True 7 clipping down here, so that's also kind of signals that at least maybe we are close to a bottom. Maybe we come up, we get rejected at the resistance line here. We come down, we test the primary trend at about 68, and then maybe, I mean, it might take a while, but it could get going later on this year. Could be a rocky summer. Most summers typically are rocky, and so it wouldn't surprise me at all if we do just kind of do something like this, put in a nice bottoming structure, as long as Bitcoin can hold, and as long as things don't get too crazy that require people to sell. If things get too crazy that requires them to sell, then it's not good. Still holding the 50% retracement. We did technically get a close below it last week, popping back above it this week. So let's just hope. I think we're gonna push to the upside. The only question for me is, will we get rejected? I mean, I still think we will get rejected at about this 92K level. Previous support turning into resistance. We haven't really tested that as resistance, but we know that there are sellers up here because that is where we broke down from. So we know that sellers are here. If smart money knows that sellers are here, what are they going to try to do? They're going to buy the dip. Price is going to push up here. And then they're going to offload because everybody got super bullish again. Shouldn't say they know. Sellers, we know there's buyers up here for sure. Because Michael Saylor was buying at like $108,000. Wasn't that like his biggest purchase was like $108,000? It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, don't be surprised to see the rollover. And let's just hope that this holds in here. And we pull a fixed range volume profile. Yep, that would be losing the value area low that we are currently getting a bounce off of. Whoops. Sailor margin calls coming. Yeah, they were saying Sailor margin calls coming when we were down here because they were screaming we're going to 3K. Never happened. I think his call was around 3,500 or something. We got down to like 15K, so not even close, really. Very, very bullish for tomorrow. You are? What is going on? R.S. Miller, David Gelfand, Gordon Sorensen, Mike Vollmer, all of the late people. Melissa, One Love, what is going on? I captured every big move this week. Can't believe how much I made, actually. Good. Awesome, Gordon. I'm glad to hear that, man. You know, if you actually made money this week, you get a slap on the butt. A good game. GG. That's actually it hasn't been the easiest market to trade, but hey, good job. His margin calls are based on convertible maturity dates of 2027 and beyond. So yeah. I'm trying not to say negative things about Sailor's buying strategy. I mean, his company is called Strategy. Never mind. Yeah. Where are my people? There you are. Now you're on the screen. All right, so we've beat Bitcoin pretty much to death. Let's move this. Oh, there it goes. Big crusty wave over here. Big wave, nice wave. Below the value area low. So that's not good. That's the big one right there. That point of control, look at that. It lines up perfectly with the primary trend here. Move this across. Bouncy, bouncy, bam. Smack dab right on that point of control at 67,000. We'll call it 60. Let's front run it. We'll call it $68,000. $68,000. And then we'll need that to hold and build some kind of base, some kind of floor before we can move to the upside. And as you can see, I mean, we're talking potentially months. Like just this move right here that I just drew out. Just this. March, July. So bouncy do. Bounce. Roll over. And then get out of here. September 2025 going into October. We put in the highs. All the Bitcoin maxis are going to be saying, I told you so. 4 year cycles for the win. Diamond hands, laser eyes, all the good stuff. Or as I like to say, laser hands and diamond eyes. Laser hands. Pew, 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 pew. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, maybe I mean that is a possibility, and that's probably our the best hope. Okay, that's probably our best hope. Is just come down to that POC, then start to build a base, and then we can get out of here either later in this year or early next year. So I that's all I got. See you guys later. Good night. No. Take a look at the Dixie. We are below 100 on the Dixie. Oh boy. Oh boy. The real risk isn't a hard price floor, but a prolonged Bitcoin downturn. Think years, where debt servicing becomes untenable without selling assets or diluting shareholders through note conversions for strategy. Yeah, exactly. That's why what Sailor is doing is ultimately with his whole Bitcoin micro strategy, or strategy. I don't know. His Bitcoin strategy for strategy. Why did you change your name? It's so stupid. But anyways, you're not Facebook. Don't go to one word. Just stop. Anyways, who did I hear talk about it? He's a famous Bitcoiner. I think they call him not the dad of Bitcoin, because it wasn't. That's not Robert. No, it's not Robert. What's his face? Robert Kawasaki. I don't. Meta strategy. Yeah, exactly. Uh. Anyways, pretty much just it is not good for Bitcoin to do what Sailor is doing, to be perfectly honest, with the convertibles and all that stuff when it comes to the stock. And, now it would be worse if they actually tried to do that with Bitcoin itself and not with the stock. Like, it would be worse for Bitcoin, but it's still not good, especially when you consider Sailor's the one that is essentially propping up Bitcoin. Him and BlackRock, they're battling it out. Building a huge spot limit order at 42K BTC with summer earnings in case the cycle is finished. And that's the thing too, with the summer earnings, like I was talking about earlier, when it comes to the earnings, they're probably not gonna be looking good. Just because the profit margin will shrink because of tariffs, initially at least. Even if jobs start coming here and these companies start making more money, whatever, it's still not going to be an immediate type of deal. So when you already have slow summers, and then you go ahead, like when it comes to the markets, typically the summer is like a very boring time in the summer in the markets. Add on weak earnings, add that to it, and the Fed staying paused. Sorry about your eyes again. Don't do what Sailor does. Never copy trade. Yeah, don't copy trade Sailor. Actually, since you usually don't find out that he bought the high until after it dips, maybe it might be a good time. Once you find out that he bought, it might be a good time to buy, because it's usually prices usually lower when you find out that he bought. So we've got a 66.1% chance at the next Fed meeting of keeping things paused, whereas we have a 33.9% chance of cutting by 25 basis points. So I don't know. This is getting kind of close. I don't know if has this been rising. I have not been looking at this recently. I haven't looked at this recently. So I'm not sure if this has been rising or not. 1 day, 1 week. Oh, here we go. Okay, so yesterday we had or on the 9th, so Wednesday, we had a 79.6% chance of a pause. After the tariff pause on most tariffs, that dropped actually to 66.1, and the odds of a cut increased by 13.5%. That's interesting. Now, just on March 10th, the last month, a month ago, we were sitting at a 48%. It was basically 50-50 chance of getting a rate cut. That was prior to the last FOMC. Right. Is that considering for this month? or the next FOMC. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we can see, so keeping it paused has been dropping, cutting it by at least 25 basis points has been rising. Nothing more. They're not saying that it's going to go. If we do get a cut, they're not saying it's going to be more than 25 basis points. So we'll see. We still have a lot of time and a lot of data to come in before we get there. June. Okay, now we've got almost a for sure rate cut coming in June as projected probabilities, target rate probabilities. So 61% chance of a rate cut in June of 25 basis points, and then a 28.5% chance of 50 basis points, and just a 10.5% chance of keeping things paused in June. July, probably too far out to really tell. So they're saying cut, cut. Everything is, wait, is that 350? Let's go back. So May, pause. June, cut by at least 25. July, cut another 25. September, pause. $375 to $400, $350 to $375. So another cut. $350 to $375. Pause in October. Cut in December. But we can see the further we get, the more kind of sporadic the odds become for the different cuts. We are very data-based, data-dependent, just like the Fed. Sometimes I feel like I actually know something about y'all. Wait, what? What's going on, Retro Mike Tech? Hope you're doing well. One word name, like all the women that rocked my world. Madonna, Cher, Siri, Alexandra. Too funny. Hey, everyone, still working and lurking. What's up, Jay Vi? Hope you're doing well. Good evening, fam. Good evening. Oops, maybe not. Eek. So yeah. Oh man, the dollar's continuing to drop. The Aussie moving to the upside. The euro. We were talking about this, man. The euro was looking bullish. It might be peaking though. We'll see. British pound has not broken out, but it's still going up against the dollar. Canadian dollar is going up against the dollar. This is USD versus the Canadian dollar, so it kind of, this is what it actually looks like against the dollar. It's actually moving up against the dollar. And same with the Japanese yen. Also heard that the Swiss franc was up against the dollar, so good times. Good friggin' times. Bitcoin dominance. Oh, am I still inverted? Hold up. I was about to say, it's looking kind of weird. Bitcoin dominance still at the highs. Currently sitting at 63.29%. When it comes to crypto world, Bitcoin is the gold of the crypto world. Well, or so we thought. Or so we thought, because this where is it? Oh, I bet it's called this. Yeah, there we go. Because this has decided to start pumping. Fartcoin. I hate this with every single fiber of my being. Why is Fartcoin pumping? Like, I just don't understand. Doesn't make any sense to me. Made in America, how are we looking? Ooh, XCN up 16%. Getting a nice little break here. All right, that's looking all right. AVAX. I see all of these look short-term bullish to me. I say all of these, but the ones that I've clicked on so far, they all look like we're at least going to come up and retest force resistance up here. Going to look like this on, probably a little bit like this on most of these charts. Remember, this is the 52-week SMA. I'm gonna get rid of that. I want the yearly VWAP. All right, so we are sitting at the yearly VWAP for MakerDAO, Ondo, sitting below it. Ondo came down to support, getting a ton of bullish divergence here on the Prime Oscillator Pro Plus. So that could send us to that yearly VWAP, maybe even higher. We'll have to see. Let's go ahead and pull a fixed range volume profile on that. We do have a point of control sitting up here at $1.32, $1.32. Let's pull all this in. Value area high at $1.36 with that big notch here, that big crest, that big wave crest right there at that $1.32. And if we can get a break and a close above this point of control, I mean, that might be a nice little gainer on there, just up to that value area high. Well, let's just go to the $1.32. I mean, that's 52%. That's not a bad move there for the Ondo Finance. I mean, even if we do get, you can still make money in bear markets, guys. So for one, you can make money on the short-term rallies, and then you can go ahead and short and make even more if that is what we get. Okay. Now, our altcoins are so low that they might stick. The bottom might be sticky. We might stay at the bottoms. We might be looking like the XRP chart did for millennia. Is what it felt like. Is just this. And then it finally goes. Let's hope not, but we'll see. Let's take a look at ADA. So weekly chart. Let's go back to the daily. Wow, what an ugly chart. Jeez. This is one of the charts where if I'm drawing a trend line, I'm just slashing right through that freaking pump up, because that's fake news pump. I mean, not fake news. It was a news pump. News-driven pump. Where's ADA Ace? Not too shabby. You want to see a break, retest, continuation. If not, come up, roll over, come back down, do the lows. 40 cents, 42 cents. Oh, we don't want to see that, do we? Do we, ADA gang? XLM. XRP's half brother. They are blood related, simply because they have the same one. The co-founder of XLM was also a co-creator of XRP. There we go, channeling out. Kind of this one looking kind of bull flaggy. If it can get that pump up, pull back, and continuation, then good. If not, and then it's just more slow bleed to the downside, back down to the bottom, to the lows, and yeah. This is what bear markets look like right here. It's just nasty, just bouncy, 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 like a slinky. Slinky, slinky. Everyone loves a slinky unless it's on the chart because that means it's not good. Solana. Oh, that played out. Look at that. I can't even tell you the last time I looked at this chart. Has it played out? It has played out if we take it from the high, which I do like to do because that's the more conservative way, and it to a T. Then you have the more liberal way, as I like to say. Conservative, liberal. I mean, come on. Coming back down to this demand zone over here. I mean, possible. Money flows deep in the red. Our trend fusion is below the zero line. Yeah, everything's. But we are getting some reversal signals in here, so it might have just played out the conservative measured move, the more conservative measured move, and that might be done. I'm looking just like across the board, guys. I'm kind of seeing at least some short-term bullishness. So yeah, that's what I like. Saw a request for H bar, one of my favorites. I will always look at H bar. It's one of the few cryptos that I own for full transparency. There we go. Oh, hey, what's happening? Ah, Lunar Bear Crypto. It's funny you say that because I was thinking about posting something like that. Lunar Bear Crypto. Givers Gain. What's going on? Is Billy? Is that Billy? What's going on, Billy? How you doing, bro? Heart? Howdy. Wait, you're not Billy. You don't say Billy doesn't say howdy. Billy says hola. Hello again. I lost my video card. We'll see how long it stays up here. Oh, wow. What is going on, guys? Hope you are doing well. Lunar Bear Crypto. Not really, I mean, kind of macro bear, but just looking at the charts themselves, I mean, this H bar chart looks fantastic. That is a clean breakout, pullback, off and away we go. And you see how fast H bar can rip. And who knows what would cause the rip? I think I know what will cause the rip. Tex-Mex Biomex here tonight. I knew it. I knew it. Because Billy says hola. Billy sound asleep. Yeah, that too. I tell you what I think might cause the markets to rip. I'm going to let you guess. Try to guess. Go ahead and try to guess before I tell you what I think might cause the markets to rip, at least temporarily. Hint. Got nothing to do with the Fed. Although it could have something to do with the Fed. But we'll see. Yeah, I really like H bar. H bar is good. We've got Polkadot breaking 2023 lows in here. Let's well, no. World War III? No. God, you guys are so pessimistic. God, the worst of the worst. Do you think World War III would cause this market to go skyrocket? Hell no. Dot's breaking pretty much all-time lows. I mean, from launch, this was the first low put in after the launch. And we just swept that low. Dot does not look good. Ooh, that money flow is coming out too. Ooh, do not like that. Right click and choose remove. Huh? Question, noob. How do I remove past trades from my candlestick chart? Oh, Bit Unix? I don't know. I don't use Bit Unix. But can you not, are you on your phone? Are you on your desktop? What are we talking about? And what do you mean by past trades? I'm at work and my girlfriend keeps calling. Jesus effing Christ, I already love her. uh, Shout out to you, lasers. That's funny. Alexandra, I can't believe you just said that. Toaster def not here. Wait, what did Alexandra say? Oh, Boston sucks. Boston does suck. Don't like Boston. Bonk. Guys, I just want to let you know that I was calling for a meme coin collapse and I was getting harassed for calling for a meme coin collapse. Oh, look at everything else. Even all the other altcoins are dying too. Dying more. Down 85%. Went down 85% from the highs. And it's got equal lows in here. Yeah, my biggest, what I want to see on all of these is get back above that yearly VWAP and test it for support and continue on. That's what we need. Aerodrome Finance dead. Not really. Coming in, sweep the lows, equal highs, back to the highs. Yeah. Everything's on a fire sale right now, guys, as they say. But don't buy this dip. In my opinion, let it prove itself first. Get above that yearly open. Get above the high. Get a pullback and hold it. If it can do that, and macro conditions get better, or money printer gets turned on, goes burr, for whatever reason, I don't know what the reason would be, then maybe we could go skyrocketing. But what I think will cause the next pump, or could cause the next pump, didn't mean to stop the conversation, Chromebook. So you are on a desk, or well, you're on a laptop. So you're on the desktop site. I'd be so when it's past trades, are you saying like this thing that you put on it, like a drawing tool? Oh my goodness. Where does the stop loss doesn't end? Oh my goodness. What is going on? Why are you giving me 100% stop loss, my guy? Jeez. Stacks, it's saying you don't put a stop loss here. What are you talking about? This is Stacks. You talking about this thing, or are you talking about it like just shows all of your past trades, like the little arrows? I don't know that you can get rid of those little arrows. Like the little buy and sell arrows. Yeah, I don't know. I know, right? My life is hilarious. LOL, it's collapsed. Yeah. I'm just saying, girls don't even know how much we care. I'm in crypto, FFS. Exactly. So this is what I think could cause the next big move. And that is a trade deal. Negotiated trade deal between the US and China. I think the markets would get a lot of relief, keyword relief, from that. That would make things a little more certain, a little more known. Like, okay, we've got the big one out of the way. Then all these other little ones don't really matter so much. The European Union, I mean, okay, maybe, but big one is China. China and the U.S. trade war. There you go. What'd you redact? I can't look at it. Can't even look at it. So yeah, end the trade war with China, and that might do it. Please make sure you click the like button for LBC. Thank you. Yeah, click that like button. Holy crap, it's 11 o'clock. Or midnight. How to remove past trades from Bit Unix desktop from Bit Unix. Past trades on candlestick chart on Bit Unix. To remove past trade markers such as buy, sell, execution arrows from candlestick charts on Bit Unix, you can customize your chart settings. Here's how to do it. Access the trading interface. Log into your Bit Unix account and navigate to the trading interface where your candlestick chart is displayed. Open chart settings. Locate the chart settings icon, little cogwheel. Oftentimes it's a little cogwheel on the chart panel and click on it. Adjust trading settings. Within the settings menu, find the section labeled trading or similar. Look for an option such as show executions or display trade markers. Uncheck or disable this option to hide past trade markers from the chart. Apply changes. After making the adjustments, close the settings menu. The chart should now no longer display past trade markers. Hope that helps. 4 likes left. How many likes are we trying to get to? Link. One of the other few things that I own. I don't know. Bottom could be being put in, or it could. I don't know. This level. Needs to hold. Don't really see Doge. Figured this one would have been like going off way more than it has. Just because of, how much its name has been in the news, even though it doesn't have anything to do with the actual Dogecoin. I say it doesn't have anything to do. I mean, the whole reason it has its name is because of the Dogecoin, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I've gone through a lot. Everything looks to me like we should be. We'll probably be getting a relief rally. I mean, we got Bitcoin moving to the upside now. We've got Ethereum, I say moving to the upside on the lower time frames. Ethereum looking like crash. FETH, BTC, same. FBTC, definitely F.ETH. Hashtag F.ETH. XRP is in decision time. Yeah, that's I did briefly look at XRP. Oh, let's take a look at our SPY. We got the S&P doing the exact same thing the Bitcoin was doing today, and the rest of and all of crypto. S&P futures trying to get a breakout. Trying to get a little breakout going in here. Yeah, I thinking probably potentially a bullish Friday. FOMO Friday. We might get a bullish Friday. Got a nice break here on the S&P futures. Our money flow is flipping green. Our trend fusion has turned green and is pushing towards the zero line. Get above that zero line, it could start pushing higher. We got that yearly VWAP sitting above us there at 57.95 points. So well, I'll be looking at that for a resistance level. And yeah, and that could turn up as price is pushing towards it, and that could get us above these equal highs up here. We do have some equal highs up here on the S&P, the NASDAQ. Looking like the Bitcoin chart. Are we getting a clean break? Looks like we're getting a clean break on it as well. Yeah. The Dow. Institutions buying the dip and selling the rip. Buy the dip and sell the rip. Stream quality is great tonight. Amazing. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Buy the dip and sell the rip. Don't hold. Do not hold on to anything. Gold continues to rip. Gold has gone just absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. It's just taken it 2 decades. 1 decade. It's just taking it a decade to start ripping. That's all. And if you want Bitcoin to become a store of value, this is Bitcoin's future, okay? If you want Bitcoin to become a store of value, this is its future. Oh man. Silver, trying to get that move going. Copper still down and just kind of meh. Let's see. Apple was down minus 4.24% today. Amazon down minus 5. Google down minus 3.5. Meta down 6.75. Microsoft down 2.34. Nvidia down 5.91. Tesla down 7.27%. Too bad these don't. Wait. No, they do have some after hours trading, but not like futures. But the major indices futures are turning up right now. So, like I said, short term gains. Be cautious. Okay. No FOMO. I know it's FOMO Friday, but don't just FOMO because something is moving to the upside. Okay, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Simple as. Getting a nice break here on Bitcoin. Oh yeah. Ooh. I might FOMO. No FOMO. Watch that level. Gotta get above this level. Resistance. Gotta flip that into support. So we might get an up move overnight, and then we'll see what New York wants to do in the morning. But yeah, that's got to be it for me, guys. But before we go, in order for us to have a proper bullish Friday, you all know what we got to do. And before we do that, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe if you are new. Turn that notification bell icon on so you're notified whenever we go live or drop videos and whatnot. I hope you all have a great weekend. Make sure you go out and touch some grass, spend some time with the fam, with your girlfriends, or your boyfriends, or your friends, whatever it is, be with your people. And I'm sure I'll go live this weekend, so on my channel, so make sure you check that out. Go to Lunar Beaches Crypto and hit that sub button. Thank you for posting that in the chat, Alexandra G. I do appreciate you, the mod queen. And yeah, guys, until then, we'll see you Sunday night here on the Piper Academy Network for another episode of Markets After Dark. Taking the kids swimming Saturday. It would be 98 degrees here. Sheesh. Oh, four-legged kids. I was about to say, the water's probably still cold. Depending on where you are, water's probably still cold. I wouldn't know. I am getting a haircut this week. I'm finally going to get this freaking mop chopped off. Hope y'all are ready. All right? Hope you're ready. Finally gonna get it chopped. All right. So, tomorrow, it is Friday. Since it is Friday, everybody's already going to be a little bit happy. So, but make sure you try to give someone a compliment tomorrow. Just make someone's day. Do what you can to try to make someone's day. And just in general, be kind. And that's about it. As Alex O Crypto says, no douche canoes, okay? Let's be nice. Let's be kind. Let's help each other the best that we can. And let's make some gains. And with that said, it is time. It is time for the moon god's chant. Oh, moon gods. Oh, moon gods. Please give us gains tomorrow. But please protect our capital with proper risk management. Make sure everyone uses a stop loss. This chant is always changing. Maybe that's why you don't love us. But one day we will figure it out. And take us all to the moon. Take us all to the moon. Oh, moon gods, give us the gains. Give us the gains. The end. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical weekend, and I will see you all this Sunday right here on the Piper Academy Network at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Mad love. Peace out. I'll see you all in the next one. Good night. Have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. Peace.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spark. We're trading crypto, find out you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no lark. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, that shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's Markets After Dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights. secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows. Analyzing trends while the world lays low. Markets after dark where only brilliant shows. Hit that subscribe and join the ride. In the world of finance where fortunes collide. Lunar's path will be your guide. Through the market storm or the market tide. On the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. From big tone markets soaring fast. Markets after dark touch the ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright light. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trend, see the future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode.